Well, under Governor Abbott's executive order, bars must make less than 51% of their sales from alcohol and serve food in order to stay open, leaving some bars to try and convert now to restaurants. KLBK's Grace Morris spoke with the Texas Alcoholic and Beverage Commission today. Grace, how many bars have already applied to make this change?
Terry, according to the Texas Alcohol and Beverage Commission, around 700 bars across Texas have already applied in order to qualify their businesses as restaurants. But for places like Crawdaddy's Sports Grill and Bar, while they serve food, most of their sales came from alcohol, meaning they were forced to close and are now hurting badly. Felina Burge, owner of Crawdaddy's, is struggling to keep the lights on and the doors open.
Every day we open the doors, we're going negative.
After Governor Abbott's executive order forced businesses to shut down that made 51% or more of their revenue from alcohol. While Crawdaddy's does serve food, they were forced to shut down as most of their sales came from their bar.
I've had no income coming in, in a couple of months, and so that's affected me personally, and I'm struggling. My employees are struggling.
Felina Burge, owner of Crawdaddy's, is struggling to keep the lights on and the doors open.
Every day we open the doors, we're going negative.
After Governor Abbott's executive order forced businesses to shut down that made 51% or more of their revenue from alcohol. While Crawdaddy's does serve food, they were forced to shut down as most of their sales came from their bar.
I've had no income coming in, in a couple of months, and so that's affected me personally, and I'm struggling. My employees are struggling.
But bars are now allowed to apply to be reclassified as a restaurant with the Texas Alcohol and Beverage Commission, but only as long as a majority of their sales no longer come from alcohol. If a bar is approved, they then must follow all restaurant guidelines to open.
They can have 50% of a full load of indoor customers. Outdoors, there's no capacity limit, but whether you're indoors or outdoors, there must be a 6-foot social distance limit.
But Porter believes that the switch from bar to restaurant may not be difficult for some businesses.
There are ways of partnering with food trucks or looking at other ways to get that food service facility going on your business. We're doing our best to work with every business that we're able to get them operating and making sure that they're able to serve their customers as well as their employees and keep everybody safe while they're doing so.
The TABC is working to keep as many businesses open as they can.
Bar owners in particular, as well as the entire alcoholic beverage industry. It's an extremely difficult time for our industry as well as many others across the state. And what we want to make sure is that these steps that we've taken, they're a start in the right direction.
For Bird, she just hopes she doesn't have to close her doors forever.
I pray for everybody that's going through this hard time right now, not just bars. There's families that have suffered during this and lost loved ones. And, I pray for America right now.
Grace Morris, KLBK.
According to the TABC, around 24 businesses in Lubbock applied to be reclassified as restaurants. And over the weekend, the TABC was in Lubbock to check on the bars and make sure that they were complying with regulations. 30 bars were visited and none of them received citations. Terry?